Morning. So we're mostly talking about chords today and just some of the technicalities around it. So we'll just go through that real quick. So first of all, I think one of the issues that was causing trouble was how the chords are named. So so just to clarify on that, whenever you've got just a letter with no and where it's not specified whether it's major or minor, you assume it's major. So if somebody says chord of C, that means C major. Or if it's chord of A, it's A major. It's this one with the first finger in there. So it's only just this when it's A minor or A with the lowercase m next to it. So that's one thing. Now on to the more complex ones. So D major. Now normally the way you would play D major is like this. It's a bit of a squeeze now, but so you've got your first finger here, middle finger on top, third finger on the bottom. So it's second fret, second fret, second fret, and then open down here. Now that's a bit on the awkward side, it's a bit of a squeeze. So what you can do instead, because this note here is the same as this one here, you can kind of afford to get rid of one of them. So what you can do instead is if you just get your middle finger straight across them like that, and if you just hold it in such a way that all of these are held down and that's blocked. Okay. Now if you lean down and you hit this one, so where they're all on the second fret, then that's D6. Not the it's. I mean, if it's just a D major that you're trying to play, it's not ideal. You know, you do want to kind of get that one out of there, but it's not the end of the world either. It's just a little variation is all. Now on the other side of that, then there's B minor. So normally B minor is done like this. So you've got the bottom three this time barred, and then this one on top here. So there's B minor. Now, as I said, this one is the same as this one. So we can just get rid of this one. But now again, remember, if you're not going to hold a given string in the correct place, then you have to cut it out altogether. So, excuse me. So instead of doing it like this, what we can do is we can just kind of get the first finger or middle finger, whichever you prefer, and hold it in such a way that these ones are held down. So there's a chord there. Because remember, major and minor chords only have three notes, right? Anything else is just going to be a repeat of one of those notes. And then this one is blocked. So there's B minor. Okay. So, and remember I was saying as well, for example, with the E7, I think we touched on that. In Hallelujah, for example, there's always a G before the E7. So that's important as well when it comes to playing it, because you're never just playing a chord, as I always say. You're always going from one chord to another. So if you're looking to practice that one, just G, E7, and just go back and forth between the two of them. Okay, we had a look as well at Wise Men Say, Can't Help Falling in Love. So that was D major, so which we're going to be doing like this. So wise men. So F sharp minor. Now, as I said, I wrote down there that sharp just means one up, right? So let's say if it wasn't minor, it was just F sharp. Well, there's F. So then F sharp must be up a fret. Now, obviously, you got to put this down here as well to take up those ones that weren't held down at all. So they are otherwise they'll just be left behind. So they need to be brought up by a fret as well. So there's F sharp. But this is F sharp minor, so how you play it is easy enough. It's like D major, only you bring this one back. So it's second fret here, first fret there, and then second fret here as well. So you would come at it like this. Wise men say. So there's that B minor after it. So again, we're blocking this top one, and barring the bottom ones. So now so I said I'd talk about the only other oddball one in there with that song is the C sharp 7. So, and again, keep in mind which chord are you coming at that from. So in the case of that song, it's the F sharp minor. So we're coming from here. Like a river flows. So now the thing about a 7 chord is that it's a major chord plus one other note. So it has 4 notes in it. So that option of getting rid of one of the notes because it's already there is not here with the 7. But again, if you can bar it like this, if you can do B minor like that, or well, D I should say, like this. What you can do is C sharp is just below, so there. Now you could just substitute it with just a C sharp chord, which is what that would be. Block. So C sharp alone, C sharp major that is, will work over, if we're all doing a C sharp 7, if you're just playing a C sharp chord, that'll work perfectly fine. But there's the 7, that one. So middle finger straight across, and then get this one in. Or maybe your little finger might work better, whichever suits, but it's first fret, first fret, first fret, second fret. So there's the C sharp. So C sharp 7. So when you're practicing that, then just go from the F sharp minor, like a river flows surely to the sea, and back and forward and back and forward. Now, strumming wise, then, we're just talking about, keeping it simple. So, in the case of Wild Mountain Thyme, for example, so you've got the summertime is coming. So, you're just going down, down, up, down, down, up, down. You're just kind of going up after every second down, basically. But your hand is down, up, down, up, down. The movement of it is the same every time. So in other words, you're not doing this. Like that, sort of only moving when you have to. You want to keep yourself moving in a kind of a regular way, so that way you never really lose it. And just with the Wild Mountain Thyme as well, just remember that the most of the lines start before the chord does, right? So for example, at the start of it, oh the summer, so the oh the comes before the summer, and the trees. So you kind of hold off on the chord until that word, and in the notes there you can see where the chord, which word the chord is over. So you kind of hold off until that word comes in, and then you hit the chord. All right, I'll see you next time. Have a good one.